Hi, I'm Ren. Welcome to my channel. This is my daily vlog, and I'm going to share with you my diet lifestyle, weight loss lifestyle change, and tips and tricks I learned along the way. And today is I think kind of a catch-up day, really, like catch up with like dishes and housework is more of a laid back day. I did go to my store because it's Sunday and our grocery store, if you have their app on your phone, they have something free every Sunday. Today was a melon and it was a fresh melon and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. We'll have that for breakfast tomorrow or lunch. Nice and healthy. And then I'm also kind of thinking what I want to do. I didn't really do a major shop today. I'm probably gonna do a major shop tomorrow and like stock up. And so I kind of got to think what I need and what I don't need. Probably gonna have to bite the bullet and get some eggs though, because I don't use a lot of eggs. Eggs actually typically last a pretty good while in my home. Just my partner uses the eggs mostly, and that's not very often. He sometimes will make himself breakfast with eggs, but not very, very often. We typically don't go through that many eggs because I don't know. I think it's more like I have to kind of be in the mood to eat eggs personally. Um, I don't really care for egg yolks. I know it's weird because that's what most people like about eggs is the yolk, and I really don't. I prefer just the egg whites, to be honest with you. That's me. Always been like that. Which is, it's healthier. It is. It's definitely healthier. But I don't know. We just don't eat a lot of eggs here. I do cook sometimes with them if I'm like baking or something, but that's not very often. But I will probably have to bite the bullet and get some because we are definitely running out. Mm. I'm thinking of also if of what sale on fruits that they have going because I'm gonna probably get a bunch and freeze them so I could start doing smoothies again. Because I think we should do some more like fruit smoothies for lunch or something. And the simple way to get protein in because I have the whey protein powder and it's unflavored, so I can actually throw in pretty much whatever flavors I want, and it actually turns out pretty good. Pretty good. And we have cheerleaders in the background. Mo is in here today, and so is Wally, so you'll probably see them roaming around. But the sunshine is definitely getting better. We are supposed to get some thunderstorms this week, but I'm hoping that tomorrow will be bright enough that after I go shopping, or maybe even before I go shopping, I haven't decided yet. Like I go for a walk outside, walking outside. I know I can go to the gym and walk on a treadmill, but it's not the same. I mean, you don't get the fresh air. You don't get to um, the vitamin D from the sun. I take vitamin D, but obviously, sunshine's good. Sunshine's really good for you. I'm actually really happy that my neighbors they're seeing me make myself become healthier. And I noticed today that they actually walked to the store. So maybe I'm rubbing off on them. I hope. Because I never advocate for people to be just skinny. I just advocate for people to be healthy. And that is my main concern. Because when I started this, I had a lot of health problems physically and emotionally, and it's a long road, and slowly I'm getting better. I'm definitely improved since this time last year. I uh, I do smile more, and my partner's sister says, "Wow, you look like a completely different person." I go, "Oh, yeah, it's the glasses." It's not the glasses. Yeah, it's not the glasses. I know it's not the glasses. It's the combination of doing my makeup now, which I'd never done before, um, being healthier, and yeah, it's everything. And even my hair is kind of different, and it's growing back too. I noticed that the other day. I'm like, oh, yay, finally. I was have had really thin hair for a while, and it's now starting to grow back, and I'm feeling better, and it's making me feel better, and it's kind of boosting my self-confidence, which, is important. It's part of weight loss, um, and feeling good about yourself is always a good start. Always a good start, and improving yourself than eating healthy. So, yeah, I am doing turkey tomorrow. Trying to think of how I want my turkey though. I kind of want to do something similar to maybe a stir fry. I don't know, like turkey with some vegetables and stuff. This always sounds good. Whenever I make stir fries, I don't actually make noodles or rice with it. We just have like the vegetable portion. And then when I season it, I make sure I season it with like non-sugar stuff. And like healthy seasonings and herbs and spices and stuff, and it typically works out great. We we haven't used like pasta or rice in my house in a very long while. I mean, in theory, we can, of course. You can have everything in moderation, as long as you do like smaller amounts. But I just rather fill up, especially with my stomach after the stomach surgery. I only have so much room. Um, I rather fill up on vegetables and protein than carbs anyway, to be honest with you. I really love vegetables and fruits, so to me it's not much of a hardship, and my partner doesn't seem to mind. I'm sure if I made noodles with it, he'd scarf that down too. He's not very picky though, so I lucked out. I really did. So a lot of the time when we do the stir fry, we just don't do any of the carb sides. But yeah, it is something that you can do. I'm not saying you have to cut it out completely. There are people that would definitely need at least a little bit of carbs in their diet. There are people that, their body does need that. Mine not so much. So you just gotta, moderation. Be careful. So it's definitely about moderation, and I actually don't really miss it. When we do tacos though, I used to do the low carb tortillas. I think next time though, when I do tacos, I'm just gonna try using a lettuce leaf instead of a taco shell. I think I actually might like that more, to be honest with you, because I always find the tortillas kind of bready to me, mm, and I never really did care much for like the corn taco shells either. So I think I will try the lettuce leaves next time and see how that works. I mean, it's experiment, something to be healthy. It won't hurt me. And I might find I like it more. Who knows? I'm not really a carb heavy person per se. I wouldn't consider myself that. So I have a cat, sorry. One of them's under the couch in my office. But that being said, I am excited because I have ideas what I want to do. I still haven't figured out what I wanted to do with that table behind me. I'm trying to decide if I want it over here or over here. I'm afraid if I do it over here, It's going to block my couch too much. And, but if I do it over here, it's going to block my shelves right here that you can't see. I don't know what I want to do right now. Yeah, it's a small room. It's a small room. I thought about maybe getting a smaller couch. That way works too. Anything works, I suppose. Sky's the limit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. My cat left me a mouse the other day. Well, you mighty thoughty of him. Uh, when I was bedbound, he would actually bring them to me in my bed. So I guess it's a good sign that he no longer does that. He still brings them to my room, but at least leaves them on the floor now. So, yay? No. He's a sharer. Definitely a sharer. The one behind me, that's the one. The other one's kind of old, so he doesn't really do much of anything except sleep and eat. He's my spoiled Oreo floof. Mo. But I don't know, I'm kind of looking, what I would really like to be able to do is actually take one of my cats for a walk. But I think that would be fun. And I do have leashes for that, harnesses for that specific purpose. The only problem is the one behind me, which would be the most likely one that I could do because he's the one with the least amount of health problems. He is neurotic, doesn't like change, and is very shy. Doesn't do well around strange things. So that's a no. And the other one has arthritis and he's old and fat. So that's a no. Neither one of them are good candidates for that. So I'm a little bit bummed from that. But yeah, I could still walk on my own. I don't need company. I just thought it'd be fun to get one of them out there and get him some exercise. But I've always had indoor cats. So in the one's in his teens, so him, I think, going outside now at this late date would probably not be very good. No, considering how old he is and how long he's been in indoor camp, probably not a good idea. But given that aside, exercise is important. I see my neighbors are starting to exercise. I hope I'm moving off on them. They do see me like trying to become healthier and become size healthier. So I'm hoping that I'm rubbing off on them in a good way because they actually walked to the store today and I'm really kind of happy about that. And I've been sharing healthy treats with them to try. I do that quite a bit actually. I share healthy treats with my neighbors and my friends and be like, oh, this is actually really good for you and tastes good. Because a lot of diet stuff, no, I actually haven't found a protein bar I like. I really haven't. I found some that are tolerable, but I wouldn't say I necessarily like them. So, keep trying, I suppose. And I do find I do share a lot about like vitamin knowledge because a lot of people don't understand that if you get a compressed vitamin, your body's actually not going to absorb that. You don't ever want to get a compressed vitamin pill because what they use to compress it makes it so your body can't actually absorb it. And you always want like gel caps, chewables, capsules, gummies. Gummies are usually on the bottom of the list because a lot of times they'll put sugar in gummies, vitamins. Like, example, I do have one right here. And if you'll look at it, it will actually does say, oh, sucrose, tapioca syrup. Sugar is in there. So you just got to be really, really, really careful about, gummy vitamins. So we usually don't recommend that. A lot of times it's probably better to just stick with like the gel caps, which is what I got for my vitamin D, and then for my hair. And then I also have my chewables because when you have bariatric surgery, you have to have chewable vitamins like for the first 2 months after surgery. This is the brand I went with because it doesn't have calcium in it. And when you have calcium, I'm not sponsored by any of these, so it's just stuff that I found that works for me. May not work for you. They work for me. If you have calcium and iron together, your body's not going to absorb. True story. They actually cancel each other out, so you will not get benefit for either one of them. And that was the one brand that I found that only had just iron in it, no calcium. And so I do have a calcium supplement that I take at nighttime. Yep, that's not it. Somewhere. I take my chewable calcium at night, and that way they're spread out to where I'm not taking them close together. My body gets the benefit of both the iron and the calcium, and I take extra iron because my body has a problem with absorbing iron. Even when I take it with vitamin C, it still has a problem with absorbing iron. So it's just nah, not good. But that is me. And that's another thing. When you take iron, make sure that there is vitamin C with it, please. Otherwise, you're wasting your money because your body won't absorb. That being said, I'm going to let it go today. Make sure you hydrate. And if you have any recipe ideas, please shoot them along. I'll be happy to share them, maybe even use them myself. And I'm always happy to learn new things. So, and remember, your imperfections are beautiful because they are what make you unique. Never, ever think your imperfections are flaws because they are what make you you and they are what make you beautiful. And with hope, anything is possible. So never give up hope. With that in mind, love you all. Until next time. Bye. Mwah.